Hey guys, it's 2-Bit here, just reminding you that there are spoilers in this video to Batman v Superman. With that said, enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Again, not following Marvel's thing, doing post-credits thing, there's a scene where Batman shows up in the jail where Lex Luthor is. By the way, they shave all of his hair off at the jail, so that's how he, I guess, is bald. They just shave all the hair off. I guess he's going to decide to keep it. And then he's like saying something
They don't
like,
do that in jails, but go ahead.
And then Lex is like all crazy, going, "The bell's been rung. The real demons are on their way," and alluding to Darkseid is coming. So like I said, there was so much shit going on. They're introducing the entire in this one quick scene that again should have been at the end. They're introducing the entire Justice League. There's Darkseid going on. Apparently, there's a parallel future where Superman has gone evil and is just ruling the world with an iron fist. And then that's not even including in what's going on in the movie. You got Batman and his relationship with Wonder Woman, what's going on between them. Then there's Batman and Superman. Then there's Superman and Lois Lane. Then Superman and Lex Luthor. And then Lex Luthor and Bruce Wayne. And Batman and or Bruce Wayne and Alfred. Which, by the way, they have a great relationship. I love how they interact with each other. But Alfred looks like he's 5 years younger than Bruce Wayne. That's a problem. That's a problem.
It's like there's no way Jeremy Irons raised Ben Affleck.
Yes, exactly. They look like they're about the same fucking age. The movie, all in all, if I was to give, 0 to 5 stars, 0 being don't watch this, avoid it, 1 star being, rent this or watch it on Netflix, and, anything above 2 stars, in my opinion, is, go watch the movie. I would have to give it probably 2 stars. 2 stars. It's not, this movie has a lot of flaws, but there are some interesting things going on in it. And it's like, there's parts where you want to walk out, but then there's other parts. It's kind of like with Man of Steel with me. I hated a lot about Man of Steel, but there were also elements where I was like, oh, they could have gone, maybe they're going this way with it. It has me interested in the DC cinematic universe, at least to where I'm like, I kind of want to see what happens, but get rid of Zack Snyder. Please. For the love of God, get rid of him. Because your universe will be so much better without him there. I will say this, I'm going to hold out my final verdict because I know they said when the DVD comes out, there's a bunch of bonus footage or deleted scenes they want to cram into it, and it's going to make the movie like 3 hours long.
It's also going to make it rated R.
It's also going to make it rated R, so maybe those extra scenes will add more context to a lot of the shit that was going on. So maybe I might bump it up to 3 stars, because there was a lot of stuff where I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I don't get the context of this scene. They already spoil you at the end. Spoilers, guys, Superman's not dead. Like, as they're putting the dirt on his casket, you see the dirt go up real quick. Kind of like how they did in X-Men Last Stand, where the
when
piece...
Magneto moves the piece of the
yes.
piece of the chessboard.
Yeah, it's the exact thing. By the way, that's not a good story. That's not good.
Also hack. By the way.
Yeah,
that last scene being the sequel teaser, when the audience already knows. Even if you would have closed on Superman's funeral, the audience already knew that he was coming back. I mean, it's not like Superman's dead. I wonder if he'll be in the Justice League movie. Are you curious? No, we better show a scene where the dirt rises just to make everyone certain.
I would have saved the death of Superman for later. Establish your fucking Justice League. Have them face Darkseid, this, really gargantuan, well, not gargantuan as in like physically big, but he was like one of the main nemesis of the Justice League. Yeah. Have them face that down, and then you do a movie, or even maybe a couple of movies of Doomsday showing up, death of Superman, and then dealing with the after effects.
So how about that? Like, how about this movie, instead of it being Batman versus Superman, it just be a Dawn of Justice. So like some huge threat shows up. Superman has to assemble the Justice League, and then in the next movie, that's when Batman has to launch a contingency because Superman goes crazy. He fights Superman, he kills Superman or defeats Superman. Then you have the death of Superman, or you have Flash at the end of the third movie go back in time to prevent it from happening. And then you get to re-examine that movie again in the third movie
Yeah.
as a travel in the past sort of X-Men Days of Future Past style. It doesn't make much sense to introduce all these fully fleshed characters like in the middle of the movie like that, and then like
Yeah.
give them nothing to do in the movie.
Yeah.
You know, at least in the Marvel movies, it's like they hint at the next movie after the credits. And I understand DC and Warner Brothers, they don't want to like just copy what Marvel's doing, but like we've said before, Marvel's copying what other people have done with
Yeah.
post-credit stingers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like
And
it's not it wouldn't be like copying them. It'd be like a formula that works, you know. You tell your story and then you set up some big surprise after the credits. I'm pretty sure that if there was a post-credit scene or any kind of surprise to this movie, it was killed through just the trailers and marketing, because
yeah.
Superman's death, I mean, you put Doomsday in the trailer and you can pretty much guarantee Superman's going to die in this movie.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like that was a surprise to anybody. So
Yeah.
it's not really a spoiler, is it?
Yeah, I was actually worried they weren't going to kill Superman, because it's like, you're really going to kill him in your first Justice League movie? This is only his second movie in the DC universe, and you're
Yeah.
already going to kill him? It's just
Yeah.
like, it's almost like, it's just like you're blowing your load too soon on that, to put it,
Yeah.
grotesquely like that, but it is. It's just kind of like, I just feel like it's like I love what the actors did. The actors did an amazing job. I think they all did a really good job in this movie. Made me believe in the characters. It's just the editing was shitty, the directing was shitty, and the writing was shitty. They tried to do what they could with it, but I'm just looking at it and going, if you don't have Zack Snyder there, if you put someone else in there, you're going to have a better product or a better movie.
Well, here's your problem. Here's the problem with that. Zack Snyder is going to be involved in the next several movies, and the way he talks about it in interviews, and the fact that he is working so closely with Warner Brothers and DC on these projects. He says it's my universe, it's our universe, it's our movies or whatever. I know he might not be directing it, but I mean, even Christopher Nolan was an executive producer on this movie. He's going to be involved. He's going to be heavily involved in at least the next couple of movies.
I will say
mean, look
this
forward
though,
to
because
that.
I think they're going to make their money back, because I saw like their opening day, they made like $170 million, and their plan, of course, is like, I think they said, we want to make $1 billion. I don't know if they'll make it to $1 billion, but the movie cost you like $250 something million to make, and your opening day you hit $170 million. I think that's pretty success. I think they're going to be successful, and that's what I'm worried about, because this movie has problems. There's some good things going for it, but it also has some major problems with it. And I think that continuing forward, if you want to have a successful series like, say, Marvel does, you need to get rid of these bad habits, because if this way, the way the narrative's being written, if you keep on having this Zack Snyder bullshit, you're going to kill the DC universe before it can even get to its 7th film. They're only on 2 films. Yeah. What's Marvel at? 20-something films now? So it's just kind of like you're not
and that's the crazy part too. It's because Marvel has been working in this continuity sort of driven like universe. It's all this shared universe, and not just between the films but TV as well. And it's like, yeah, with all the TV properties, all the Netflix properties, all the movies, and it all shares this intertwining universe. That's like unprecedented, and DC can't even get 2 movies off the ground yet, you know. Their plans are to release the Wonder Woman movie, do a standalone Batman movie, Suicide Squad movie, and then a Justice League movie. And at the same time, they're going to later on down the road, reboot Green Lantern. He's not even going to be in the Justice League movie because they have to reboot him in 2020 because Ryan Reynolds' movie has still left a bad taste in everybody's mouth. I mean, they think it's too soon. I say the sooner that you reboot it, the better.
Yeah.
With this new sort of attitude
look
of making
how
a quality product.
Look how badly that Spider-Man left, Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2 did, and how people hated that. But then Marvel, knock on wood here, but it looks like Captain America Civil War, looks like Spider-Man's going to be a pretty big character in it, and they're going ahead and doing it right away. As soon as they got the chance to use Spider-Man, they're doing it. So you're right. They should use Green Lantern right away. You could have easily had Green Lantern in those opening scenes. I mean, it literally was. Each character only had like maybe a minute of time. So, look, Aquaman's swimming in the ocean. Oh, look, Cyborg's being created. Oh, look, the Flash is stopping a crime. That's it. That's their only mention. And I know why they put him in there. You got to sell toys. So, you can sell an Aquaman toy. He's in the movie. So,
yeah, movie. Put the kids in the picture.
Yeah, so it's, I kind of get why they kind of shoehorn them in there. It's to sell toys, too, and make money off of that. But it's just kind of like, you could have done that with, why aren't you seeing the big picture of money? You could have made a freaking Green Lantern toy and put him in. Green Lantern's a major part of the Justice League, the core, He's a part of it.
I think it just doesn't make much sense because, okay, if you're going to establish new characters that you want these origin stories, sort of like the Avengers did, right? It did an origin story for Thor. It did an origin story for Captain America. It did an origin story for, all the characters that ended up in, except for the ancillary characters, all the characters that ended up inside of, or in the Avengers movie had an origin story. Okay, then you have an Avengers movie. You have all the origin stories and an Avengers movie. In this movie, it seems like all these characters are already established. They're not going to do origin stories before they do a Justice League movie. So why have a Batman versus Superman movie? Why not just make a Justice League movie? You can establish that all these characters exist already, and then just have a Justice League movie. Yeah.
And I would have just called it a Justice League.
A movie after that.
There's very little Batman v Superman. There's very little. There is a Batman versus Superman. You do get that fight, but the majority of the movie, and they don't, like you said, they're not so subtle about it. They show you that Lex Luthor has a plan, and he's pitting these two guys against each other. So it's like know who the real enemy is, and from the very get-go of the movie, you know that they're going to be bros in the end. So the way they did it too, very shitty, with the whole, your mom's name is Martha? My mom's name is Martha. We should be friends. Even though you're holding a kryptonite spear to my neck and you've been very brutal throughout the whole movie, this is the one time you back off. So
yeah, exactly.
Which he does kill people, but he kills people in the same fashion Batman has always killed people in the movies. It's with the Batmobile or the Batwing. He's not getting a gun and shooting people unless it's in his dream sequence where he's shooting Superman Nazis. The rest is just the Batmobile blowing shit up with its guns and all that. And, for me, it's just like Batman's kind of always done that in the movies anyway. It's like, I don't kill people, but, when you see the Batmobile crushing like a cop car in Christopher Nolan's, Batman's, it's like, come on, they're probably dead in that car.
Yeah.
So the whole, it's just this weird little thing, whenever Batman's in a vehicle, I guess that rule, that no killing rule just goes right out the window. But
it's optics, right? It's optics. Like you don't see him actually directly kill somebody, so he fires a missile, and then the missile goes off on its own, and then in between Batman and the exploding helicopter full of bad guys, it's the missile that kind of disconnects him from the killing. So it's like, Batman didn't kill those people. Those people were just in a fatal helicopter accident.
So you're saying that Batman, when using his vehicle, uses the same logic that the NRA uses when it comes to guns.
Batman don't kill people. Batmobiles kill people.
Yeah, Batman doesn't kill people. This movie has so many plot holes. It's like downtown Anniston. It's just like damn potholes everywhere except plot holes. But it's just like, god damn, there are huge problems. So I mean, keep that in mind when you go to see, if you really want to go see this movie. Like I said, I give it a 2 out of 5 stars. Maybe when the DVD comes out and there's more context, maybe it could be a 3. But as far as it stands, it's 2 stars. So go see it at a matinee or wait till it gets on Netflix. Or guess what? Yeah, fuck you, Warner Brothers. Pirate the shit, people. Because it is, fuck you.
Just go watch Batman and Robin. Just go watch Batman and Robin again.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Why don't you drop us a thumbs up if you liked the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up with everything we're doing around here. Click on the right for more 2-Bit podcasts, and click the video on the left if you want to see some 2-Bit reviews. Once again, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it.